is what the people want to see again. Like I said, Errol Spence ain't got no choice. But I will tell you this. In this second fight, he gonna stop him sooner. I say 3 or 4 rounds tops. Some of you Errol Spence fanatics seem to forget that Terrence Crawford carried that man. He then could have stopped him. I think you guys are forgetting that he was being nice. He was being lenient. He toyed with Errol Spence. He never pulled out of first gear. So the only thing Spence can do is put more urgency on what he did in the last fight. But that's only going to rush the knockout. Because you can't teach a old dog new tricks, especially at this point in the game. You know? And Bomac said something that was super important. He said after the first round, Spence is too slow. He said Spence was slow as shit. When Manny Pacquiao was getting ready to fight Spence, he said the same thing. He's too slow. Okay? So forget the skill gap. Let's talk about the speed gap. Well, no, he'll never catch up in the skill gap, but he'll never catch that boy in speed. And Errol Spence don't use the real estate of the ring to avoid anything or to last or anything else. Plus, he don't got the defense to hold up. Like I said, Errol Spence just plows straight forward. He just plows straight forward. So if that's what he's going to do, then Terrence Crawford's going to stop him sooner. I say about 3 or 4 rounds tops. That's if he chooses to press it like that. But one thing that's going to be interesting to see is how Errol Spence prepared for this fight. Because one thing's for sure, nobody's saying to chuck Derrick James none. I know that's your boy and y'all got history, okay? But if Errol do not add to his camp or bring in nobody to help him along with Derrick James, he ain't serious about trying to win no fight. So we're going to sit back and we're going to see. But it's for sure he needs to add another element, if not 2 other trainers to his game. If he sits in there and just strictly work with Derrick James, knowing Derrick James didn't have an answer for him, Derrick James just sent him in there, and quiet as kept, Errol Spence might not even like Derrick James like that. You know, but he definitely sent you in there ill prepared. You know, he wasn't thinking about you. So if you choose to still go with this man after he constructed a non-existent game plan to go into the second fight with this dude, he ain't serious about winning at all. So it's interesting to see what he's going to do next. Because if he's just working with Derrick James, man, just hang it up, Errol. Okay? Because that style has been exposed. And this is the thing. I've been talking about the Derrick James style for years. For years. That is not an overall style you need to blanket your whole style with. It's not. It has elements where it's useful. But to just bring your whole style down to that, keep your head down, just swing and push forward, break a person's will type mentality, type fight, that has been exposed. It got holes in it. A smart technical fighter that can peep holes gonna pot shot and pick Errol apart all day because he still ain't closed the gaps. Errol Spence has closed no gaps from when he first started fighting to when he's fighting right now. When you in boxing, you gotta close gaps. Every fight, close gaps. He don't close them. He left them wide open. And now it's too late to even try to compensate and even close them. Bomac is on it and he been on you. Anything that you can do, anything that you were supposed to do, you got to understand that they over-prepared for that fight. They over-prepared for that fight. So whatever you think about doing in this fight, in the second fight, Bomac has already thought about it in the first fight. They just didn't have to utilize it because you underperformed. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So he can go ahead and press that button if he want to. We seen everything that Errol got. Errol ain't got no tricks. He don't catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? He's not a counter puncher. He's not nothing. So there's nothing that he can bring that's going to catch them off guard. And he ain't going to do nothing but get stopped sooner. And we can go ahead and pack it up and retire. And we can all figure out this whole big fish truth thing was nothing but a lie, like I told you. But y'all hated it in the beginning, but called me a hater. The only thing I did was tell you the truth. The same thing that you said that you got behind Errol Spence for, the truth, right? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.